Residents of Chondo and Kanyangea cells in Nyamwamba division of Kasese municipality are using hose and spades to create a route for the river Nyamwamba.
Nyamwamba has destroyed everything in our area. So many houses and families have evacuated from Chondo and Kanyangea. This time now we are fed up. We don't have what to do.
These, however, are still hopeful that government has a lasting solution to their problem.
But we are requesting the government to come in for their intervention because homes of people around the Kanyangea main cell and the Chondo cell have been displaced by the problems of River Nyamwamba.
Since 2013, River Nyamwamba has been bursting its banks, causing several atrocities to the community. Several people have permanently abandoned their homes due to the problem of floods. Kanyangea Primary School is one of the camps where the flood victims are seeking shelter, however, under worrying situations. Here we find the victims trying to raise 5 million shillings to hire an excavator to distill the river.
Have started a launch of contributing or soliciting funds that will help us to hire an excavator.
Mama shubura bat excavator eribangishayo changana toke kana mama bana shemi nisititana.
In Kanyangea, the stagnant water has even developed a green vegetation, while the locals have fled away from their homes. However, the river also supports a number of economic activities. Nursery beds have been created along the river, and these enjoy free water. Sand mining is also done at the river. However, the sand is most available when the river floods.
But the way I see and the experience I have, this seawater was supposed to excavate up to down such that water should pass down whereby it cannot flood to the people.
This is Rukoki Bridge, where gabions are being constructed along the river to protect the bridge from being swept away. The young people come to the river especially in the evenings for photo shoot, swimming, and to have a good time. At this point, the water from River Nyamwamba is channeled to support Muguku irrigation scheme. However, the young people come here to enjoy a cool breeze. The river also provides water to many irrigation schemes that are initiated by the local communities.
tukalema amalema wetu irrigation tukakolesa y'olusiro Nyamwamba tukahera hwesya nyanya n'ebihimba n'esoya bina na nesya cabbage n'ebitakuli ebyali esete sya nyanya tukapangisa emitwe 15 ebyali abuyire takataka yana mababwire tukapangisa emitwe 10 obuli season kasiri omwaka.
However, we discovered that the water contains some copper particles, and we are trying to find out the point at which the water mixes with the copper. Here in Kilembe, sand which contained copper particles was heaped at the bottom of the mountain and along the banks of River Nyamwamba, which is constantly sweeping away the sand. In May 2020, Kilembe Mines Hospital was swept away and has since been relocated to Kasese town. We find workers of Uganda National Roads Authority doing construction work at Katiri Bridge. The banks and sides of the bridge are breaking down due to constant flooding of the river. The road connecting Katiri to Chanjuki is completely broken down as houses along the road have also been swept away. This popular retort, where wooden electric poles were steamed, has been invaded by the river and activities have since been halted. This is Chanjuki Township, where the major bridge that connected Bulembia to Chanjuki was swept away together with Royal Rangers Secondary School, a maize milling machine, and Trekkers Recreation Center. A temporary road has been created to connect Chanjuki and Bulembia. The river has broken its banks, moving about 300 meters to reach Chanjuki Primary School. Locals have since constructed a wooden bridge connecting Masule village with Chanjuki camp. This is after the major bridge was swept away in the first flooding of 1st May 2013. In August 2021, a student of Kilembe Secondary School drowned and died at this bridge. Nyamwamba Hydro Project 2 has suffered the consequences of the floods, and the engineers are now putting up a number of protective measures. One of the workers narrates the experience of the May 2020 floods and how it affected the project.
The most significant I will talk about now is the flood that happened in May 2020 and its effect on our project. Notably, we had actually just started construction. We were still in the early phases of the construction. So it had a great effect on our roads, which we call the access roads now, leading to the various project structures. And then we had stored, we had a yard, what we call the garage or a truck yard or something like that, where workers were also doing a lot of work and staying. So that camp was washed away, totally washed away.
She says a number of measures are being deployed to avoid reoccurrence of the same scenario.
Yeah, we've also put up what we call the early warning systems. These ones will be able to notify us. We've set them up with the mountain reservoir. So in case of continuous rain, we get alerts. An alert will be sounded, and we share this with the community around us and then also the project. So we shall then know when to evacuate, what to do, when to shut down.